Hey, you guys, I told you I was coming back to do more lives, to do more videos. I know I've been MIA for quite some time. Now you see me, I'm here, right? So, for those that don't know, my name is Tamiya Robles. I'm a credit expert. I'm the owner of Fix My Credit Now, 850.com. I'm the host of this podcast called Coast to Coast Credit. You can find me on all major streaming platforms. I'm also NAREB High Desert Chapter President out here in Victorville, California. So, welcome to my channel. Now, I've been MIA for those who are familiar with me for about 7 weeks now because I'm really sorry having so many technical difficulties and I lost a lot of information and blah, blah, blah. I don't want to give you excuses, but things are looking up now. The only thing is, if you're texting me or I'm texting you, I don't always get my texts on time. They're even coming like the next day, which is mad crazy. Don't worry, I'm getting another phone. Boom, that's it. That's all. But now I'm out here in these streets, y'all. And I want to, as you can see in the title, I want to talk about the student loan debt. Okay. It's major out here in these streets. Let me share my screen with you. So while I'm sharing my screen and whatnot, I want to explain just briefly what has been going on. So, a lot of people have been coming to me regarding their student loan debt, and they're like, listen, I don't know what to do. I'm scared this is going to affect my credit, or it already hit my credit. What do I do? So, you guys can now officially, if you want to, get on the IDR plan, income driven repayment plan. Or if you don't want to do that, you can get your credit fixed, because if they're already reporting your missed payments as on your credit report, I'm sure your credit has dropped. And this is the situation here that you can see with my client. So today I got a brand new client, and she actually had a really, really good, she still has a good credit profile. I'm going to be honest with you. However, the student loan debt, they discuss the student loan, what is it, Mohila, I think she's under, we're going to get into it now. They decided that they were going to put these inaccurate missed payments on her credit report. So yeah, she's with Mohila. If you're not familiar with Mohila, if you have student loan debt, you should be familiar with Mohila. But this is what your student loan is with. This, it's Mohila. It was financial aid, and then they transferred over to Mohila. And also, I think Nelnet and a few other companies, you might have your student loan debt with them. So in this case, hers is with Mohila. As you can see, perfect payment. And just so you can see how good her credit score is, don't worry, I'm not going to show any of her personal information, but she pays her bills on time. Like, she's no flunky. Okay. She pays her bills on time. She pays whatever she needs to pay. She has a really good credit profile up until they decided to put these inaccurate missed payments on her credit report. So I'm not going to explain to you guys for the 100th time how to read a credit report. If you want to know how to read a credit report, look at my past videos and you'll see I break down how to read this smart credit report. So in a nutshell though, green is good, green is money, green is go. So that's perfect. Red is stop. Okay. Red is bad. Black is bad. Okay. When you see those colors, oranges and stuff, anything outside of green is not a good thing. So, as a credit expert, I have to analyze her credit report and say, okay, what is holding her score back? Because she was just in the 700s last month. So, to drop from 700 to 500, that's crazy. That's bananas. So, I'm looking at her credit report, and it looks like she made perfect payments up until February. Then she went from current to 90 days late. How are you 90 days late? You were just 30 days perfect payment and now you're 90 days late. That is some bullshit. So it is bullshit. This is what they do to, basically set you up for failure, is how I look at it. But this is wrong. As a factual disputer, I don't care what the backstory is. I tell you guys hundreds of times. I don't care what the backstory is, how this happened, because it doesn't change the fact that it did happen. So what happened is, right, wrong, or indifferent, Ohila is wrongfully reporting information that violates her rights under the FCRA. Now, you can handle it one or two ways. you can, or 3, you can do nothing. Because some people really do nothing. They, honest to God, are like, oh my gosh, this hurt my credit. I ain't doing shit. That's your business. You're grown. Or you can do something about it. So you could either fix it through credit repair. You could hire me, you can hire whomever, you can do it yourself. I actually show you guys how to do it. So if you want to learn about credit repair, you can either go to my website, fixmycreditnow850.com, or you can check out some of my past videos. Or you could just hire me to do it. I got you. I'm really good at this. This is my thing. But another thing you can do is you can get on an income driven repayment plan or IDR. I also did a video showing you how to do it. It's dumb easy. It's a super quick, a super fast way to get this removed, the missed payment removed. Um, you can still hold on to your loan. You can change your monthly payments. But with her situation, I'm going to now share this screen with you. With her situation, she was on this deferment, right? Where she didn't have anything to pay. And all of a sudden, she has to pay. And let me blow up the screen so you guys can see. I'm going to zoom in. All right, let me minimize myself real quick. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, cool, boom. She was, this is the thing I'm setting it up for her. But as you can see, her repayment plan, this is her current repayment plan for a debt for $73,877. Okay. She's supposed to pay $756 a month. Okay. And you can see it right here. Standard repayment plan. This is standard. Fixed monthly payments, usually set at a 10-year repayment term with longer terms possible for consolidated loans. So I don't know about you. Okay. I don't know. I don't pocket watch. I don't know if you got the bread or you don't have the bread. And just keep that in mind when you become a client of mine. I don't know what your income status is. I don't know what your debt to income ratio is, nor do I care. Unless you don't care. But most people do not want to pay 750 some dollars a month for the student loans. Yes, you owe your student loans. I get it. But I don't know what everybody's situation is. So sometimes people come to me because they don't want to pay a high monthly student loan. So debt. And they need to be under IDR and they don't feel like doing it. And they want me to do it because they know I'm going to give them the lowest possible monthly payment. And that's where she comes in. So here are her options now. So again, I'm not putting her personal business out here. You do see her first name, but it's a common name, so don't worry about it. But I filled out the application accordingly. I did all the things. I hooked everything up, and these are the options that she has now. This is what happens when you apply for an income driven repayment plan. And what's going to happen is you fill out the application accordingly. And then it takes you to the screen, and this screen, it will give you the different options and payment arrangements that you qualify for. Now, technically, this can be a forgiveness program, and here's why. So she has a student loan debt of $73,877, right? That is her debt. Now, it's expected for her to pay it over $756 over 10 years. But with this IDR, it's giving me different options. She can go get the pay as you earn repayment plan. I'm not going to explain in full detail what each one means. I did a video on that a couple years back. Go look in the archives, and I basically explain in full detail what each and every payment option is and where it comes from and what you qualify for, all the things. So go check it out. But it's either pay as you earn. So this says it's ideal if you expect to continue to have a low income or have a graduate school debt, right? So it gives you all the details. It tells you what the uh with what your monthly limit is, your interest will be, so on and so forth, right? Then you have an income based repayment plan, a IBR, and it says this is ideal if you expect to continue to have low income or have graduate school debt. Continue on. These are the details again. I talk about this in another episode, but as you can see, the numbers do change. the year that it ends changes. So keep an eye on these things, right? Now, she also could qualify for an income contingent repayment plan, and her end date is January 2049. And this is how much she's going to owe. You see how the debt increases like mad crazy? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. Right? So I got you. Now, I know you seem alarmed and you see the 25 years, the 300 months in January 2049, but look at what's highlighted here. This is the work that I do. Based off of the application and how I filled out the application, she's able to pay $0 a month towards her debt. And in this case, the way I filled out the application, right? The way I filled out the application, no matter which plan she chooses, or I choose for her because she's paying me to do this, right? But no matter which plan, I'm going to make sure she gets the best plan. Either way, she's going to pay $0 a month. $0. She went from having to pay $750, $56 a month to boom, $100, $0 a month. Now, how does this really benefit her? Because obviously, aside from the 756, is it 756? Aside from the 756, yes, her debt increased. But does it matter if you're paying $0 a month? Okay, not only did it go from 10 years, but it can go here 10 years, right? But she'll have to pay $151,188 until 2049. But guess what? $0 a month. So who cares, right? Or she can pay a lesser amount for a lesser amount of time. Who cares? Because she's paying $0 a month. Right? Or she can, like, whatever the case may be. So I'm probably, because no matter what plan she's going under, it's literally $0 a month for years. Now, what's going to happen is I submit this, and the financial aid Mohila, they're going to reach out to her within 2 weeks and say, hey, I see you set up a payment arrangement. You have 2 weeks to pull out. If you don't want to pull out, that's totally fine. We're going to continue on with the process. So she's not going to respond. I already prepped her for this. She's not going to respond. And after 30 days, she will have a $0 a month payment plan for the next umpteen years. Okay. Now, what does this do for her credit? Now let's go back to her credit profile. So what this means is the moment it's accepted, it is going to backdate and erase this. So she will no longer have these monthly, inaccurately reporting monthly payments on her credit report. And what in the world do you think is going to happen to your credit? It's going to skyrocket. It's going to fix itself. Okay. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Yes, I warned you. Every time I warn y'all about stuff, every time I give you a heads up, every time you guys get real laxed and you don't do shit until it happens to you. Don't wait around for something to happen. Take preventative measures. That's all. But if you want to wait, it's your life, and you want to wait until your credit is completely destroyed, and then you reach out to me, it's all good. I got you. This is a judgment-free zone. You guys are grown. But in this situation, she didn't know. She didn't know. But this is actually what they're doing on the back end. Why are they reporting your missed payments mad late? Because remember, I told you there's money in keeping people poor and suppressed. There's no real money for the government and others, right? For Big Brother to make money if you are thriving. And this was a really good credit report. I told you she was thriving, and they put the missed payments on and they dropped her down to the 500s, and they put multiple missed payments that are inaccurately reported, that are 3 months behind, 4 months behind. Nah. So we're going to use the tools and the resources that we have to make sure that you guys are on the right foot. You are going into this world with better credit so you can get more credit. That's it. That's all. All right. So I just wanted to share that with you. Hopefully that was helpful. If you want me to fix your credit, If you want me to do the income driven repayment plan for you, let me know. I got you. Beautiful thing. It only takes me a certain amount of time to do it. I work my little magic, sprinkle my little, you know what I'm saying, fairy dust on your IDR, and you just wait 30 days, maybe 45, because I know the current president has been messing around with the student loan department, so there's less people. But for the most part, you got it. You could wait a little 45 days, right? As opposed to years. And one more thing, in case you're wondering, well, what happens to the debt after 20 years, 10 years, 15 years, whatever option I choose? Nothing. It goes away. It gets forgiven. That's it. So that's the beauty of it. But be sure to schedule your free consultation with me. Go to fixmycreditnow850.com. All right, you can schedule a free 30-minute consultation. Please do not tell me a long ass backstory. Just get to the point. Tell me what it is, what you need me to do. I got you. All right, I got y'all. But anyway, take care of them student loans. Don't wait for your score to drop 200 points. I wish you the best of luck in your credit journey. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye bye.